Yeah, I think after whatever this run is, I'm just going to jump back into the tournament. I feel like it's a good time to do so. I am interested in doing some high level cruci on whatever, to be honest, as well. So I'll be doing that in the middle of continuing the tournament. Since I would love to see where that ends up. I did look at the map and I really did not decide anything. Sure. Boom. Mm-hmm. Like, where do we want to go from here? I think that it's a very tough call. Like, how valuable really is early shop? It's probably not that valuable, right? So we just ignore it. Like, there's a shop later on, so it should just be fine. I mean, like, if we're gonna get a free remove like that, that's lovely. There's a lot of stuff we can do with starting as discard card, but obviously it really does need a little bit more to do stuff. It's not exactly the greatest by itself. It's just a little bit of chance for dodge constantly. Which, like, certainly comes in handy, but okay, that was actually nice. In terms of passives that do stuff, it's not the most inspiring. Infection is a great way to get damage, and so is that. Oh, sure. I'll take it. Funnily enough, Softer Sling might actually be a really... Okay, I would have loved to be walking into this early with something more. Oh well. Which... Oh yeah, Softer Sling might have actually been a really good passive to pick up at some point. Just extra resist your card power, as well as, you know, like the usual stuff it comes attached with. If I can get another Spinfection application, that's actually a pretty big deal. Okay, blind. Yeah, that's more expected. Transparency certainly isn't bad. This is indeed one of the classic single target boss fights that Randall does have a bit of an easier time with compared to other elites. Yeah. Not gonna be crazy, is it? Not at all. Bramble doing nothing. Yeah, let's just do this. I missed the bomb. I mean, it's fine, but I really wish you would stop hitting Bramble. Whatever. What? I was gonna say, like, at what point does it become just ridiculous? Thank you. Was that two spawns? It's actually kind of unfortunate, I guess. Oh well. We got the crit now. It's a pretty significant damage boost. What are we setting up for a refresher course? Cool. Bam. We have another elite before the shop, but I'd rather not do anything still. We can just rely on Alien's Rock. I mean, I guess we could. Alien's Rock certainly is an absolutely amazing passive for this class. There was also an evasive maneuver I could have picked up there. I was considering it, and, you know, if I'd known that I was getting an Alien's Rock, like, that looked much, much better. Unfortunately, I just didn't know that I was getting an Alien's Rock. It's funny just how many times that kind of thing happens. Because you don't know the passive you get, you turn down an orb, which otherwise you would have most certainly picked up. It's just how a lot of synergy works. cutting out on the movement, and then shooting that, which did not do what I wanted it to do. I mean, that did. Cool stuff. I mean, I'll just shoot that shot. If it hits a crit, it hits a crit. If it doesn't, then it hits a useless debuff. What was the debuff? It went away immediately. So presumably Bramble or debuff it can't apply. Which would truly be my favorite for it to apply. Spinnis adding in flight. Sign me up. Does put me at a really bad breakpoint for this store, but I'll just deal with that. Oh wow. I have pretty insane AoE effects. I'm just affecting multiple enemies at this point. If you can hit a crit, that'll be cool. Do I expect you to hit a crit? Yes. I did as soon as it got to like this point. Like if you're bouncing around here, you're gonna hit this crit down here. Yeah, sure, taking out all the slimes is a thing, but I'd rather also claim some damage on this guy. I mean, the targeting is quite unfortunate. I really want to be hitting this bomb and not quite, shall we say. It's a 2-9, and it was so close to hitting crit, but didn't quite. Yikes. Yeah, it's just in quite an unfortunate spot. Let's hit it and then let's get a crit. I mean, the chance that this gets a crit is not too low. So it's pretty good. Yeah. And if we got a crit, you'll get the kill. 25 cash for this. It does mean I'm not getting a remove, which in this inventory is actually just pretty fine. I'd say Jacobline is just a very solid pick up there. Branch of Ember as well. That is very spicy, especially considering this third passive is centers. Okay. It was a blind passive, so I'm not complaining too much. We're just triple buying. Yes, that's expected. Add on a bit of illusion stuff because we can. Yeah, okay, as I thought. Navigation afterwards doesn't matter, but apparently we're just doing tons of events this run. Like, we just had mostly events, which I'm fine with, but it's interesting. Great shot. I mean, excellent shot. Like, look at what he just killed. A refresher course procs. Okay. I mean, ideally I have a refresher course set up so that it procs pretty early in the next boss fight. But that may or may not be the next fight. Who knows? See ya. Almost got a kill on that tree too. So we have activating crits tons of times so that it's a full AoE with Orga. Doesn't exactly provide much other benefit. I'm definitely going to be doing that upgrade though. Upgrade's just super nice. Guaranteeing 1 spin S. Like, yeah, 1 spin S might not sound like that much. But this is on a 312 orb with Orga active as well. Like, it's actually just pretty cool. I mean, even just a 3 damage orb is actually not that bad. Double targeting. I think this hits, but I'm not sure. Yeah, like the range on Alien's wrong. It's just super impressive. Super impressive indeed. I'm sitting at 1, so let's just do something like this. Because I don't want to hit this refresh. It wasn't the best shot for not hitting the refresh, but I mean, it worked out. I mean, let's just assemble everything, right? Like, why not? If my targeting orbs are going to be extremely good, then let's just collect a whole bunch of them. And we'll the costs up, sounds good. Since it is going to cost quite a bit of cash if I really did want to try it. A 1-2 that most likely does not hit a crit. I'm fine with that, but oh well. I can discard next shot if need be. I believe in you. Do I really? Yeah, I guess I do. I guess I do. Okay. Kind of tempted to aim at these guys because I feel like they're more of an issue. impressive. Not impressive at all. Are you ready for this amazing bounce? Okay. It got close-ish. No refresh yet. No crit. I mean, there's a chance. It's just undoubtedly not going to hit it though. And unfortunately I have 2 Spiness. 2 Spiness isn't exactly bad, but I would much rather have my circle right now. Should be able to get some decent damage there. Okay, wow. Very decent damage. Oh, especially considering the fact that I got a dodge. Bye bye. Just gonna upgrade improving lightning orbs, I guess. I don't know, getting lightning orb to that level 3 upgrade is just like a pretty big deal, so I should probably do that. Yeah, I don't know how we keep getting off at heavy hand, but I appreciate it because I may have said it once or twice, but heavy hand's a pretty good passive, especially when you know how to aim. Looks like I'll go right, just ignore shops fully, make sure that I'm getting my upgrades that I want, because right now I have a lot of upgrades that I need to do. It's not that easy to do. It's the tongue in this, they're wording that. Okay, I'm fine with that, I don't really care. I keep hitting brown on this second enemy though. That works. Let's get me some of that crit. Damn. A whole lot of transparency, which is always a nice debuff to have. I can aim at a crit every single shot. Wow, that was a good shot. Auger's less useful with what I'm doing. It's still way stronger than it should be for what I'm doing though. It's just such a good passive. Massive amounts of damage there. Another lightning orb, why not? I did say exactly what I wanted to do. Zaps up to 3. That sounds like it is insane. Okay. Cool. Sure. Give me the crit, sure. It's probably not going to get the most damage, but I'm honestly very impressed by that. It hit the crit multiple times, so I got extra PS. That is lovely. Poltergeist is frankly a good orb that I should definitely consider adding to my deck. It's actually very decent here. Right. Yeah. I mean, it's just always a good pick is the thing. Pretty much. Technically, yeah, it's not always a good pick, like not in every single situation. But do you need AoE? If yes, take the Poltergeist. It has pretty good damage after all. Uh-huh. Nice. It's a very natural shot, so I'm not surprised that I know it well. One of the other things Lightning Orb is distinctly amazing at is collecting cash. Seems like sticking to that left-hand side is not the best idea for a lightning. For a jack-o'-lantern. Lightning Orb has no such problems. Bye-bye. How many are too many? The answer is I probably already had too many, but we'll just ignore that and keep collecting. So, Resistance Knight. It was all part of the Resistance Knight plan, to try and destroy Resistance Knight as effectively as possible. What do I do here? I think I just aim like this. The chance I hit a crit is pretty good, but who knows? Yeah, I figured. I mean, like, when you look at just how much it's doing, like, it would be kind of crazy if it didn't. Oh, you seriously just... Well, that's funny. Nice stuff. I figured that would either hit the crit or hit that. Bam, let's give me some of that finesse now. I also could have discarded it for quite a nice effect. But I mean, like, get 574 damage on this guy, plus more because it's weakness. Sign me up. Yep. That was another shot which should have either been a crit or a refresh. Blam. Yeah, really good stuff, as you can see. A Lightning Orb upgrade is amazing, and Jesus. I mean, extra crit procs on this character is always insane, and because we already proc each thing we hit twice, you know, adding extra crits onto the board is a great way to. Let's just aim straight for it. That was close. But I imagine I should just not hit it, what? Okay, sure. Fine by me. That was funky. Very much not what I pressed. I did try and shoot Lightning Orb. Pretty sure Lightning Orb Heavy Hand is extremely strong. Like, I know that it's extremely strong because both of them are quite good, but like, I think that all of the pegs that it's hitting are activating twice, which is exceptionally good. Because, like, it feels like the damage numbers I'm getting with Lightning Orb are perhaps more impressive than it just proccing the initial peg once. And yeah, that synergy point is pretty crazy. Honestly, I feel like a lot of my heavy hand runs have probably also had Lightning Orb, which would make sense as to why I've had such a high opinion of heavy hand. I love it because we're just like a full targeting comp build as well. The mirrors just do nothing to us. Literally nothing. They are a tool for us to collect extra cash. My scaling certainly isn't the best, I won't deny that. But that's what these treasure chests are for. I do want to go right. It's a pretty big deal, so thanks. It really didn't look like it was going right at the end there. Suffer the sling for +2, +4 actually. +4 whole illusion. You gotta admit that sounds truly incredible. I am too good. Nice. I did try and aim in a way that would work, and it worked. What more can I ask for? Evasive new orb, sure. I would have loved to keep it, but I'm fine to see it go. I don't exactly need it. Oh yeah, let's shoot this one. Looks like I got a very impressive amount of AoE. Don't have Bombula, I did not take it. I think he's within range now. I'm definitely just going to be aiming at this refresh. The chance that it hits a crit is so absurdly high that it just doesn't matter. I'm not happy with aiming at that refresh, so I won't. Shot wasn't particularly amazing, but oh well. It's not like I need my health after all, especially after just picking up that wool chicken. Alright, now we get the actual shot that matters, that I probably should have been discarding for because, you know, it's a full pierce. And it deals a pretty significant amount of damage. That's another nimble. I mean, yeah, we know how strong the orb is. We're just adding it. Even discarding it is just an extremely strong effect. Like, do you want 32 illusion for pressing the backspace button? Yep, I do. You're right. Alright, so we have the neat interaction. It might have been changed because it feels like Alien's Rock is slightly larger. But we have the neat interaction here where targeting orbs against Demon Wall actually only hit Demon Wolf. He has no enemies to edge besides of him. I believe though if I targeted this guy, it would hit all 3 enemies. But, you know, that's not what I want, so I'm not doing it. Yep. He has no allies adjacent to him. Looks like I won't be hitting a... So trying to decide if Lightning Orb was bugged in the way that I was thinking. Ideally you hit a crit. If any orb can do it, it's Jack-o'-lantern. Yeah. I guess also maybe Electromagnet. It's been a while since I've used Electromagnet. We'll leave it at that. You notice as well we're just getting very solid amounts of damage. I did want to check something though. 2? Oh, yeah. I see. I thought that was working that way, but I just had to be sure. That's a really quite good. Boom. 18 illusion. This is my first discard. Oh my god. That's so much free damage I'm generating. So much free pierce as well. Not that I need it because there's only one enemy. I don't believe in this refresh. It's pretty hard to hit. They did a good job of trying to get there, but not quite. Technically, I could try and go for an interesting bounce, but most of the interesting bounces are off the table, apart from that one. Which, like, you could see the direction behind it. In fact, that one right there was basically what I was aiming for, but it was very hard to get. Yeah, 210? 210 lightning orb? Like, sign me up for that. Evasive maneuver orb, interesting. I would like to go to a shop though, so let's just not do that for now. Still conviction. So it's not really that incredible, but I don't exactly need my discards. It does completely remove the purpose of my Is This Your Card though. Sapasac when I have no, well, minimal healing. Doesn't sound that crazy. Yeah, it's actually pretty good here. Actually just fits in quite well. Cool stuff. Let's just quickly check out the map. Looks like I should probably just be ignoring that elite to take this and then go boom boom. That's a joke. I don't think I can do that because I won't have the cash. Despite being around to run, I have not collected the most cash this run. I've got a pretty decent amount, but nothing too crazy. Oh my lord. Don't think they were expecting that much. Yep. It's just exceptional damage. 3 procs of battle? We can probably get away with 3 procs of battle. Problem is when we get some longer battles, typically elites. I didn't target correctly, but it doesn't really matter. Elites are pretty infamous for taking much longer. And many more charges out of your Spheroid's Fate. It's so funny. 2 of them got Bramble, but it just doesn't matter. Jack of Lantern is distinctly not ideal here. I'll shoot this shot, and it should not do what I want it to do. But yeah, Jack of Lantern, Poltergeist, there are just a few shots which really don't like black holes. Most certainly. Great stuff, that was a really good shot. As opposed to that one. I believe you should just be dead here. No. A high amount of damage, but not crazy. As opposed to that one. Concentration versus Coin Dragon is very good. Rubble. Nah. We do have targeting orbs, alien rock versus squares, which is always fun. Sure, I'll take it. What enemy you got for me? Pretty fine with this. Oh, nice hit. Distinctly did not manage to hit a crit. Kinda crazy. Oh wow, that is not as crazy as I thought because I didn't hit that immediate crit. But yeah, I'd say that's pretty good. You hit a crit, full stop. Yeah, that's 2 crits. Holy, that fight was over extremely fast. Very impressed with that. Please don't both follow the same path. Alright, did you hit a crit or not? You really just didn't hit a crit? I mean, you got enough samples, but like, yeah, he's just dead. But would have enjoyed you hitting some crits there. It's pretty good in the boss fight. But like, I plan on spending a lot of cash. I'll buy it. Not upgrading it just yet. So instant crits is probably a really good idea. I mean, it's not like the other one matters at all, as we know. Like Adventurous Pack EP. So that actually does matter. There is a scenario where that matters. Enhanced debt, yeah. So proccing it is stronger. That's the scenario where it matters. Oh. This is the slightly unfortunate spot where the fact that my orb is basically targeting orbs is kind of unfortunate. Nice. What about just happened? That's unfortunate. I believe we just hit a crit. Oh, right, yeah. Guarantee crit. That checks out. Down to 52 health. Well, let's find us some healing in the store then, shall we? I mean, we have a very nice max health. So let's just collect some random nonsense that hopefully does stuff. I feel like I did a good job of distinctly not finding much that really helped out in that department. Haglins is of course nice and all, but you can take a lot of burn damage in Area 3, especially when you start looking at fights like this. I'm not dead. It's not like bombs respawn, so I don't have to worry about that either. Or 1 health. So many crits. There are so many cool passes that would be good for us to hit. Oh, was that not all with sappers initially? I see. Sitting at 45, we have then definitely collected all the cash this map. 55 is very much a breakpoint that I know. Sure. I might as well press both of them. Like we just bear into an elite, we can get the cash up if we need it. But we should be well set up for this elite, ideally. Oh, that was interesting, I see. This is a guaranteed crit, so let's just do something interesting. I'm pretty sure he should just not be dead. I'll definitely just shoot this though. It's a whole lot of illusion, like getting an ambidextrony, that would be pretty spicy. But yeah, that fight was over nice and fast. I guess kind of unfortunate because of how little cash we have. I got an impressive amount towards the end though. Every 11 coins is another crit. Problem is, crits don't particularly matter for me just yet, but oh well. Can I do more cash, please? Well, I mean, I'll accept a refill of us. That seems pretty decent. On my ton 2, I guess. What you got for me? It's not like I need to buy all 3 passives, I just want to. Yeah. Whatever. Would have been nice if I grabbed your hand, actually. Obviously, we're just doing that. We're definitely not on the best buy. I actually was really hoping to get another fight here. Fight previously. But, instead I got to upgrade. I mean, at least Haglin's Hat gets 1 proc. Even if only 1 proc. It looks like that Jackal Blank caused pretty ridiculous amount of chaos though. It is dead. Nice. Hitting the refresh is pretty hard for me. Like, I Rambo is a class which is very prone to having refreshing weakness. And I very much do. Okay. I mean, I'm just going to pray for the best, right? Yeah, okay. Figured. Alright, surely this time. Honestly, I really dislike aiming down here. It's really just not a good way to aim to shoot. But sometimes I think it's most certainly worth it. I'm going to try and delay the shot a bit there as well. Looks like it worked out extremely well. Boom. And boom. That should be it. Yeah, that initial Jacobland really just got me off to a cracking start, didn't it? Amazing stuff, and he would die to infection at the end of this. I've walked into this boss fight on like no health, but it just worked out. Shockingly enough. We did not find the "is this your card" synergy that I was really hoping for this run. In particular, what would have been amazing is obviously Molliflower. I've said it a lot of times. Molliflower is a really good passive. I've also said that Heavy Hand's really good. And Molliflower Heavy Hand synergy is really, really good. Especially when you have 2 extra crits on the board and you're generating extra crits off of Redoublet and just a few other things like that. We got 2 heals off of Haglin's Hat. And considering the fact that it was our only healing passive, it did distinctly well. That's why we're hitting Bramble a lot. Yeah, I did actually notice that we were hitting Bramble an impressive amount. I thought we were just getting lucky. But apparently it was just due to Branch of Ember. Branch of Ember is a really good passive to hit. It's really nice to have. But you definitely do want on the earlier side because usually you're not actually going to be inflicting random amounts of blind that consistently. If you can actually get stand arrows, that is amazing. If you can get like go for the ice school, also amazing. Sand arrows turning any AoE into Bramble is so nice because Bramble's a useful debuff. It's just that the Bramble, I am not impressed with it. I imagine that the damage it has and the Bramble capabilities it has on some enemies does make it fine to pick up, but I just nah. Like you also want to remove my health, like then I'm going to want healing, and like, of course I want healing. Like, it's Peglin. Like, you always need healing in Peglin. Like, part of the weakness of this run was the fact that I didn't have healing. And yeah, I did get low sometimes, but it wasn't really too much of an issue. I had some random debuff stuff. It wasn't really coming together too much, was it? I mean, it was, yeah, it really wasn't. It was the kind of thing where it's the first piece, and you'd kind of like to pick up two more pieces, kind of thing. Yeah, early aliens rock. So we just added so many orbs to our deck. Like we actually just added 7 orbs to our deck and level 3'd all of them. Like we didn't even make any upgrades to our base deck, which on Randall is not something I usually do. Usually I really like upgrading the evasive maneuver because it's a really good upgrade target. Like 1/4 to 2/6 to it's 3/8, I presume it is. Or maybe it's a 4/8, who knows? And then it's also scaling Delusion, like gaining basically 50 Delusion when you hit a crit. That is a very useful number because against like crossbow, you're getting a good amount of dodges. Against Minotaur, you can probably get a dodge. Like these enemies are hitting really hard, and the fact that you can kind of just guarantee dodges against them is so helpful. Anyway, triple Jack of Lantern. I do love Jack of Lantern. It is really nice, and the new Bull Lightning is also amazing. It's funny, like there were some maps where like Bull Lightning was absolutely amazing. Jack of Lantern perhaps doing slightly less, and some maps where it was definitely Jack of Lantern doing stuff. I really love Nibble. I think that Nibble's quite good. Like it's also just a 3/12. That's just really decent stats. Like even just 3 damage on a non crit, you're just fine with that. Like this orb is not here for the damage on a non crit, but it does stuff. And 12 base damage, that is something to work with.